Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the number one thing you guys need to change if you guys haven't already done this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys haven't, so definitely stay to the end of the video, because if you guys play controller and you guys don't do this, you're going to be at a significant disadvantage. So definitely stay to the end of the video, because this video is going to be very helpful for you guys who play controller. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys want to take part in this giveaway, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys do turn on those post notifications so you guys get notified for every single new video and when I announce the giveaway winners. And lastly, make sure you guys do comment down below either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you guys will be automatically entered into my next giveaway. So if you want some free V-Bucks, make sure you guys do enter. And also, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do is go down to the bottom, click on support a creator, type in my code. My creator code is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to be showing you guys one specific thing you guys need to change, or one specific thing you guys need to do that's going to give you guys such a significant advantage in this game. And this really does tie into box fighting a ton, because especially for me who plays solos, I pretty much every fight for me feels like a box fight. So having this strategy makes a huge difference on my game. But first, I want to show you guys the settings that I have in case you guys don't know or just curious on the settings that I'm currently running. These are the settings that I have. So you guys can take a look at my sensitivities. As you can see, I play on a 48% X and Y sensitivity. And I really like this because it's a good medium settings. I personally prefer like a lower end, but especially I feel like in this game right now, with everyone playing as fast as they do, I think a good medium sensitivity is a good idea. And so for my editing and building, I have a 2.2. I used to play a 2.3, but I decided to move it down to a 2.2. I still really recommend a high building and editing sensitivity. That's going to help you guys edit and build a lot faster in this game. And it's definitely important to have a high building sensitivity, because if you get shot in the back or third party, you can turn around very, very quickly and protect and use builds to protect you from your sides or your back. So I think that's a very good idea. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my sensitivities. If you guys want to see the bottom settings, just my ADS sensitivities on a 10%. And then at the bottom, I do play on linear settings. And you guys can see I play on a 10 dead zone. And as far as dead zone, I recommend going as low as possible. I do play on a little bit of a look damping time. I play on a 0.06. And I play between a 0.06 and maybe like a 0.10, somewhere in that range. I feel like it really helps out with my aim. And as far as my foot controller, I've had this setting off. I think it adds more input delay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my sensitivities. So if you guys were curious, that's where my sensitivities are. But the number one thing you guys want to do, and a lot of you guys ask me on stream why I do this, and it takes a minute to explain, so I'm going to use this video to fully explain why I do this. And that is going to be why I have my inventory with shotgun first, my SMG second, and then my shotgun or my AR in the last slot. Because I know a lot of you guys probably still play with this setup where you have the AR in the first slot, the second slot is going to be your shotgun, and then for your third one, it's going to be your SMG. But you always want to have your inventory like this, and there's a very specific reason why you want to do this, and it only really matters if you play controller. If you play keyboard and mouse, then you can play on whatever you want. But for those guys who play on controller, the number one thing that you guys want to do is put your inventory like this, and the reason being is because in games, when you go for a wall replacement, so this is really important if you play in box fights, or this is really important especially now with people box fighting, people boxing up a ton. If you go for a wall replacement, if you guys don't already know, every single time it automatically goes to the first weapon or the first inventory slot. So it doesn't matter if you have your shotgun, SMG, AR, minis, whatever the case may be. Every single time that you replace a wall, it automatically goes to your first slot. So as you can see right here, I have my SMG out. And when I go to try to take the wall and I go for the edit, it automatically comes to my shotgun. I don't have to edit, then press left bumper. It automatically goes to your shotgun. Same thing can be true if you're on your assault rifle. So if you're on your AR, you try to take the wall and you go for the wall replacement, you take the wall, it automatically goes to your shotgun. Now this is really important because when you're in box fights, you always want to have your shotgun out because you want to go for 200 pump shots or high damage shots. So you always want to have your shotgun out. So this is really important for those of you guys who don't know. I guess now you do. It's very important that you guys know this or know this mechanic, just because in games, if you want to go for quick edits and sometimes you're pulling out the wrong gun, this could be why. So it doesn't matter if you're on your minis, it doesn't matter if you're on your AR. If you're able to get the wall replacement, then you're going to be able to pull out your shotgun right away if you have your inventory set up like this. And it's pretty much like the same inventory before. You press left bumper to pull your AR, and then you press right bumper for your SMG. So if you guys played with AR in your first slot, shotgun in your second, and SMG in your third, it's going to feel exactly the same. It's just going to look a little bit different. But yeah, this is exactly how you want to have your inventory set up. Now, if you have minis, just put them in your third or fourth slot. But basically, the key is you always want to have your shotgun in that first slot, because after you go for wall replacement, it automatically comes out every single time. Now, I'm not really sure. I think if you don't get the wall, it does it. So say, for instance, you have your SMG out, and you go for a wall replacement, and you don't get the wall, I think your SMG still stays out. So it's only if you get the wall, which is kind of weird, though. I feel like if you want to go for wall replacement and you press your wall, I feel like your shotgun should come out, but I'm pretty sure that's just how it is. So you just have to keep in mind, and you really just have to be conscious if you're going for a replacement on someone's wall, that if you don't get the wall, I'm pretty sure the same gun still comes out. So if you go for your wall placement with an SMG out, you don't get the wall, your SMG still stays out. But if you get the wall, then your shotgun comes out. So it's kind of confusing, but that's just something to keep in mind. And as far as when you get the wall, some other edits you can work on to improve your editing speed could be this ramp technique here, just practicing getting the wall, then pulling out your ramp, flipping the ramp, and then maybe going for a shot. So I think practicing builds along with this, or practicing builds and edits along with this, can be a very useful strategy and help you improve very quickly in this game. And as well, for other edits, I would recommend for box fights, because that's really kind of the theme of this video, I guess, because when you go to take walls, you're pretty much box fighting the other player. So when it comes to box fighting, there's a couple edits that you want to keep in mind. The first edit that I showed you, this edit where you edit the top corner 3 squares, this can be very, very useful for a lot of situations, because it gives you a little bit of a right hand peek plus a little bit of a head glitch. So I would really recommend practicing this edit, and the best way to practice, I guess, can just be boxing up, practicing editing that wall, then going for a shot on another player. Of course, I think the best way to practice is in box fights against real players, but if you're just in creative by yourself, I think just boxing up, practicing editing that square can be a very useful way to improve your building speed very quickly. And also, another really good way to improve your building speed, and this is what I recommend as well, is maybe trying out a good editing course. Now, as far as a good editing course, there's really so many different options you can choose from. All you have to do is just go to the YouTube search bar, type in Fortnite best editing course, and you guys can find a ton of very good ones. This one's just the Mongrel course, has been out for probably, I would say, a year and a half, and I just had this one saved in my creative, so I decided, why not just pull it out for this video. But yeah, if you guys want to find some other really good editing courses, just type in best editing course, and you can find a ton of very good ones to help you improve with double edits, triple edits. And a lot of these courses have like a easy mode, a medium mode, and a hard mode, which is very good because if you guys are less skilled or maybe just starting out, maybe you start with the easier one and then you work your way up to the harder one. And I think that's a really good way to practice your builds and also practice your editing. So if you're looking for some good editing practice, like I said, just go to the YouTube search bar, type in best editing course, and really try those out. I also really do recommend, and this is something that I've been doing the most as of the past couple weeks to improve my building and editing speed, and that is going to be learning high ground retakes, learning new high ground retakes, practicing the ones I have, and doing that can really improve your building and editing speed very quickly, because right now in the current meta, there's a ton of very good players cranking their builds, cranking their edits, cranking out new high ground retakes. And if you're the player to not, if you really just have the basic high ground retakes, I feel like you're going to be at a significant disadvantage, because there's so many other very good ones out there that would really give you an advantage in different situations. So learning new high ground retakes, learning pre-existing ones, and really having them down very well can improve your building and as well editing speed, because a lot of high ground retakes nowadays have a ton of editing involved. Not like a ton, but have a little bit of editing involved, so you can practice your builds and edits at the exact same time. So learning new high ground retakes, probably the same method, just type in the search bar best high ground retakes. I also have a ton of videos on my channel So just type in Young Humor Best High Ground Retakes, and you guys can practice your retakes and also your edits very quickly, because I have a ton of different retakes, and the video I made a couple days ago on retakes is very good. So if you guys haven't seen that video already, definitely check it out. And with that being said, that's wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys found this video very helpful, make sure you guys do hit that like button, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do turn on notifications so you guys get notified for every single new upload. And as well, I do live stream every single day on this channel at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys haven't came by my live streams or just forgot when I go live, I play solos every single day on stream at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come by my live streams, they're a ton of fun. And with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. Appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next one.